Hey Aquarius, surprise! You're up again. This is a little bonus reading. Let me explain. If you're new to the channel, this may not make sense, but welcome anyway and join us. Come along for the ride. For those of you who have been following me for a little while, you know that I missed the Aquarius birthday reading due to, unfortunately, my car accident. And it was all I could do just to keep up with my regular schedule, and all the little extra added readings that I would normally do sort of fell by the wayside. So I did just get Pisces done in the nick of time. And so now I just decided, in all fairness, it's time for me to do your reading. I'm feeling a little bit better, you know, good days, bad days, but let's get to it. So what this is it is a solar return spread. So it's a little different than my normal reading. It is only for Aquarius Sun. And its effective date is from your birth date forward for a whole year. So I don't break it down by month. We haven't missed anything. We're going to look a little bit at what you need to let go of from the last year. And then everything else that follows is sort of an overview of what you can expect in this next trip around the sun. Okay? So that's how it's going to work. I'm going to start by pulling 3 cards from the Sacred Traveler. Okay, let's see what Sacred Traveler has to share for our beautiful Aquarians. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is where you've been, where you are, where you're headed. Where you've been, wise leader, right? A beacon for others. I do feel the Wands energy here. I also feel a little bit of the Hermit. I know, like the Hermit, when the Hermit emerges as the guide. So I love this. You are a beacon for others, wise leader. Where are you now? Wow, ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Right? So even kind of continuing that Hermit's ascension and journey, not as the Hermit necessarily, meaning not in like any reclusive sense, but more in the wisdom sense, in the obtaining of information and self-awareness sense. This is an ascension card. You are ascending, and you are leading. And where are you headed? Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So there's a beautiful voyage. Hopefully that will continue to unfold as you traverse your next leg of the journey. But really beautiful energy there. I am just going to say it's lawn day, and I can already hear the guys coming around with the edgers and the mowers. So if it gets a little loud for me, it might not be for you. I may stop speaking just because I can't think when it feels like they're right inside my house. Sounds that way. Okay, so let me pull the cards for you, Aquarius. Let me pull the cards, and then I'll walk you through each position, what they mean. Whoo! Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So each card position has a different meaning. This is the card that represents what you need to, from last year, that you need to let go of. So there's something here around possibly a lack of unity, the Two of Cups, soulmate energy, twin flame energy. Yes, it's, you know, love and the giving and receiving of it. But there may be some aspect of this that needs to be released. So we will look at that. But your whole present upcoming year is all about the twin. All about this connection, right? The joyousness of it. This card is supposed to represent celebration and joy. It is actually a chuppah for a marriage ceremony. So it's got that beautiful beginning of life partnership energy to it, Aquarius. Your whole upcoming year is focusing on this energy. Something new to look forward to. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now this is kind of interesting because I can look at this for like work related, but I'm not going to, and I'll tell you why, because everything else here is all relationship. So I want to kind of apply it in that vein. This is about coming up with creative solutions to a problem. It seems like something may get fixed. something that's broken, something that's not working for you, something that you've been struggling with. I mean, think about this is like an apprentice card. Yes, it's maybe a new issue, something you've never encountered before or that you're really struggling with. Well, this is about sustained effort, attention, energy, focus on that one issue. So you can come up with a creative solution and then move on to the next pentacle, if that makes any sense. So this is actually something to look forward to. I hope when I clarify it that it makes more sense to you, but the way I'm seeing it as a solution is found. I like it. Looking forward to finding a solution. Now this card is something you should explore this year, and that is the path. We didn't have the Two of Wands here. There's another card. I thought it was over here, but it's not. But there's part of this is about that possibilities. The possibilities that await you are already in the palm of your hand. The world stretched out on the horizon before you. All you have to do is decide what you want. The twos, right? There's two paths. There's not a right or wrong, but there is one that is possibly better for you than another at this time. That is something that you should explore, are the possibilities. Got it? The paths that lie before you. A lesson you will learn this year is the learning of lessons card, the world, endings and new beginnings, how to close out a chapter, how to find closure, how to set yourself on the new path for the new beginning. So there is something coming up here that I feel we might close out some aspect of a connection and then emerge in a whole new light, feeling the weightlessness of it all. You know, that 10 of Wands is what I'm feeling in my head, but what I'm seeing here is what would come after that. So that's interesting. And then it says the best version of yourself is Knight of Pentacles. Methodical, deliberate, with intention, have a plan of action, right? Not being in a super fast hurry, which is hard, Aquarius, because, you know, you think at the speed of sound, the speed of light, and you often make decisions that way. You're fast decision makers. That's not a bad thing, but I think the best version of yourself is more methodical and deliberate, and takes the time to be sure you've crossed every T and dotted every I. You move forward in a way that's responsible and practical and dependable and reliable and all the abuls, but it feels like it's saying slow down a bit too. The best version of yourself takes the time that is needed to be taken. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. Okay, Two of Cups, something from last year that our beautiful Aquarians need to let go of. So I'm going to take this too. I feel as if there was some information, like some aha moment that came in with regard to a connection that you feel very close to. It does not have to be an intimate relationship, but it can be. And I'm feeling like some information kind of dropped in. You were able to see something more clearly about the connection, and it kind of threw you into a state of emotional overwhelming confusion. A lot of emotions to process, and maybe not having the time to do so. And I'm saying that because underneath there was this sort of juggling energy, which I feel it's almost like, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Two of Pentacles. And I don't think you had the clarity. You had information that made you see something in a different way, but it only added to the confusion. And there was this timing factor. So I feel like whatever this issue is, this information that you received, an aha moment, maybe an epiphany, that created a sense of confusion around this, whatever connection this represents for you. It can be, it can have happened in a friendship. It can have happened in a parent-child relationship. It can happen with a love interest. It can happen with a soulmate or twin flame, but a marital partner. What I'm saying here is whatever that Two of Cups is for you, that's what needs to go. It may have nothing to do with this connection. This is different. This is the Twin Flame Journey card. This is the 1111 card. So your whole year forward is going to be about that. So whatever information came in, I know I'm dogging this, but I want to be sure you're clear. Whatever came in that kind of like shocked you a little bit, and brought about some measure of confusion and a state of, is this real? Am I imagining this? Seven of Cups. And then just not knowing what to do, being very stuck, and that sense of timing. You got to let it go. That's what you need to let go. Because this year going forward is about taking the time to do everything that's right for you, everything that's right, that's part of your path, to explore this beautiful connection. I like that. So now this can be the same connection. I just want to say that, but it doesn't have to be. And I felt it was important to be clear because there may be someone you're letting go of that you thought was a soulmate, and now there's this new energy on your path that is something decidedly different. That took me enough time to spit out. Four of Wands. Yes, moving to calmer waters. Right? Not rushing it. Not rushing it 1 minute. Slow and steady. I love that. Very deliberate. So I think you're going to find peace of mind. This is what this whole year is about. Peace of mind at your pace in this connection. Something really beautiful and tranquil is about to unfold. The Six of Swords is perfect for you, Aquarius. Balance of the mind, harmony, things feeling very much in flow. And all around the twin flame energy, you just move forward smoothly and in a time that responds to your own pace. What works for you, instead of all this information over here that kind of had you a little, you know, a little frantic. I'm feeling the Seven of Cups with the Two of Pentacles was so kind of overwhelmed that you couldn't do anything. You couldn't make any decisions. The Two of Pentacles, constant sense of juggling. That's not what I see coming for you for the year to come. So you got to let go of the confusion and the feeling pressured or the feeling confused. And you've got to allow yourself to move forward at your own pace. That's what's coming. I see it, yes, because you're manifesting it. You have all the tools to make this happen. You have everything you need to manifest this smooth flow forward in this special connection. You're calling it in, but I feel that there's a difference in the pace of it. The timing of it feels like it's going to go a little bit more based on reality and not fantasy. Based on decisions that are made in a moment of clarity instead of confusion. And that's why you won't stay stuck in that Two of Pentacles. You'll be able to move forward. So that Eight of Pentacles now is what you have to look forward to. So you're going to be focusing on a creative solution to a problem, Aquarius. Oh my gosh, I'm being punked. Spirit's punking me. I get it. Give me something else. Woo, it's something that you may need to stand up for. Interesting. Ace of Wands, this sort of flight, this divine inspired gift of passion. And there we are, back to the Two of Cups. And I'm even going to take the Sun, because I feel like underneath what's happening here is we see this divine gift of inspired passion, and this connection finding its way into some form of happiness. Now this Two of Cups, right? What you may be letting go of over here is not necessarily a connection, but the way that you've been operating within the connection, or the way that the connection has sort of been, you know, stop and go and very confusing. So that may be it, because what I see underneath, now this is underneath, so it's not from the top of the deck, it's maybe kind of bubbling up under the surface for you, but there's a real possibility of a lot of happiness in this connection. If you focus on a creative solution to a problem, what did I say? Let me say it again. If you focus on a creative solution to a problem and really work at it, this takes work. It's something to look forward to, and it doesn't sound like it is. This is the hard part you do up front, and you do it because you're kind of like stepping into your power in this energy and standing up for what you deserve, for what you want, for what you desire, wands, and then underneath, kapow, there it is. And let the sun shine, right? So we do have Leo energy showing up here, also Virgo and Gemini in the Magician. Oh my goodness, the world is Aquarius and Capricorn. So even though the Eight of Pentacles comes out twice, and that feels a little like, how could I possibly look forward to having to work hard on something and focus on something ad nauseum? Well, because the payoff is what's big. The payoff is huge. I like it. So you're exploring the path. What path will you choose? What do you want? You may get an assist with that. More Leo energy. If you're an Aquarius dealing with a Leo, that is who is showing up. But the general energy here I'm feeling is that you may get some assistance. The Strength card is not just about gathering up your own strength, courage, and confidence to know you can overcome a situation and choose the path that's right for you, but these two help each other. So there's some measure of assistance, and if you notice that little figure 8 is the same figure 8, the same eternity symbol that appears over the head of the Magician. So there is this sort of astral, Akashic Records energy level coming through the Strength card, and it almost feels as if you persevere, you can't make a mistake. You got to have the courage and the confidence to know that you'll choose the right path. So that's something to explore. One more on the Strength card. Ooh, King of Swords. Well, there's some Aquarian energy. So if this is not, in fact, you, this may be someone you're dealing with. This is about high ideals, integrity, truth. This is a person who pledges an oath to something higher than themselves. And you can find them in the fields of like law enforcement and the judicial system and politics and military. You know how people kind of pledge an oath. And I'm feeling like there's something here that there's high standards, somebody with high integrity, high ideals. You may be choosing a path toward that energy, toward a person. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, emphasis on Aquarius, doesn't have to be. But it's somebody that, if it isn't you, it might be you, is intelligent, articulate, someone who has good strategy, strategy skills. So I'm feeling as if this King of Swords could either be you, Aquarius, or could be someone that is either going to help you with the choice of the path, or maybe someone that you meet on the path. That's always possible. I'm going to take the transformation card coming up underneath. I do feel like because this is something you should explore, it may be life-changing. There may be something that you have to let go of, something that has to die off, something that you like choose differently is almost what I'm feeling the Two of Wands saying. So explore a new choice, a new path, and gather up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know you can make the right choice. You may receive assistance from or be choosing a path leading you to this person with high integrity. It could be you. And underneath there will be a big transformation. It'll be a different day. I think it will change your life for the better. I'm seeing possibilities over here, and I'm saying that as well because the world. Lessons to be learned. Endings and new beginnings, the World card. The World card also represents cycles completing. So it's you know, if you've been going through a rough cycle this past 10 years, past 20 years, Aquarius, sometimes it's just the past year, which we've all been going through that. But this feels heavier to me since it's coming out under the position of what you will learn this year. So I'm feeling as if the learning will be about the wrapping up, you know, being able to close out a cycle that really did a number on you, especially because we have the hint of the transformation card here. Choosing a new path. Being brave enough to do that. Getting some assistance along the way and accepting the assistance. Ooh. Nine of Wands. Page of Cups. I'm definitely going to take that. All right. So here's what I see, because it's the what a lesson you're going to learn is you're going to want to not give up on whatever caused all this confusion that you're letting go of. Whatever is causing you to now choose a new path that's going to end up in a transformation. See how I'm putting it all together here? You're going to want to not give up on it. You're going to want to accept a simple apology for something that was super shady and not on the level. From someone who either deceived you, betrayed you, or just was very self-serving. And the lesson is, you got to know. You got to know when to hold them. Right? You got to know when to close the door. You got to know when to close the chapter. You have to know when you've come full circle. And then you have to move on. So you're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to not give up on it when this message of love or apology comes in. But underneath is the Seven of Swords. So that will be the lesson you will learn. This person may return. This energy may come back into your sphere this year. Will you have learned the lesson? That something, you know, sometimes there's just no going back. Fair question. Best version of yourself going forward. Take your time. Do your due diligence. Check things out. Make sure everything's stable. Pentacles, stable. Oof, King of Cups. Judgment. Lovers. Here's what I was waiting for. End of a painful cycle. So I'm seeing the best version of yourself is going to be very deliberate in every action you take. The King of Cups is here. This may be around someone that you have affection for, that you feel a lot of love toward. This doesn't have to be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it could be. So I like to tell you that. But the King of Cups represents someone who's emotionally available or not, right? Or not. But it's definitely somebody that you have a deep emotional connection to. So as you're moving forward, slowly and deliberately and methodically, the best version of yourself will offer forgiveness, right? The Judgment card. Pass no judgment, offer the forgiveness. It'll be a crossroads moment for you when that shows up, because it's all around the choice you make to let bygones be bygones, to close it out, right? Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. The next card out for me is the World. Well, it's really the Ace, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a wrap, folks. That's a wrap. So the Lovers underneath with the Ten of Swords. What's done is done. Let bygones be bygones. Offer forgiveness if you want to take the high road as that Knight of Pentacles, and offer forgiveness to somebody that you love, that you care about. This King of Cups. But the choice is yours underneath. Are you know, Are you going to play out this hand and let the cards ride, or are you going to close it out? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That's the song that's coming. Oh my gosh, like I never listened to anything like that. But all of a sudden, that song is in my head. I understand it's not a poker game, Aquarius, but I'm feeling very much like those are the cards you will be dealt. That is absolutely an intended pun. That this year, this trip around the sun, you will be met with an opportunity to repeat a cycle the same way, and you know what you're going to get? The same results. Or to be strong and brave and courageous and choose the new path with someone with high integrity. Could even be from your own integrity, King of Swords. That will lead to a lot of transformation and maybe some of this, what you can look forward to, doing the hard work, right? Focusing on this and standing up for what you deserve and what you desire, and all that happiness will unfold. See where I went there? Okay. So if this is speaking to you and you would like to follow me to the extended, here's what I'm going to do. Same deck, I'm pulling out cards for every aspect of your life. There will be a card for family, friendships, romantic relationships, your health, your physical health or your mental health, finances, career, and travel. And I will clarify all of it. A lot of the time, energies that show up here also come out in this part of the reading to kind of make this all go much deeper. So there's a link below to take you to the extended. Here's a little note. If you are planning to join the memberships when I launch them, which should come any day now, I'm waiting on some graphics to come back from somebody, from a designer. As soon as I launch that, this extended reading will be in the membership. So if you purchase this extended and then you join the membership, please email me a copy of the receipt of this purchase and I will PayPal you the difference, because there will be a difference. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure so that you don't have to wait if you don't want to wait. It will be in the membership probably sometime by the weekend, but if you don't want to wait, just grab it now and I'll offset the difference. Okay? All right, my loves. Have a wonderful next trip around the sun. Thanks, Aquarius. Take care. See you on the extended. The link's below. Bye.